Hey everybody, welcome to the tower. I hope you're having a good day. I'm a little bit upset. I'll tell you why. Well, I was just scrolling through the YouTubes, kind of bored as you do, and I came across a tarot reading that was completely AI. There wasn't like a VTuber or somebody behind the screens. It was completely 100% AI. And I was like, how does that even work? Like, I don't think a machine can connect to the energy. What I think the machine would do is it takes like, if you put into AI, like, I need a tarot card for a tarot card reading for the sign of Taurus or whatever. And then that machine will go to all the videos of the internet regarding that star sign. It'll take the highest viewed content of whatever channels there are regarding that sign. And then it'll just kind of invent its own tarot reading. It'll be like, well, this was super popular, and I'm going to take all this energy, and I'm going to take all these views and all the people that work, the readings people have done, and I'm going to read the cards, and I'm going to make it pretty much what all the other ones said, but maybe a little different to feel different, but it's going to be close to the same. I don't think I trust AI readers or tarot channels, and I don't think you should either. But the problem is, it had like 3,000 views on it, and I was like, how? Are they hate watching? Do people actually believe this is real? Do they believe a machine can connect to energy like that? I don't know, but uh, yeah, that kind of made me a little bit upset to see that a machine was doing so good, and I was like, how did that even work? And the comments were pretty good too. They were all like, "Oh, wow, amazing! This, that, and the other." And I'm like, I don't think it is what you think it is. People are kind of tricked. The machine is just telling you what you want to hear by pulling all the famous and the most popular readings of that sign into one reading, right? Little mini rant, little bit of an upset rant before we get started. But yeah, I saw that and I was just kind of, what? The human element is the most important part of a tarot reading, right? You've got to be a real life breathing person. You can't be a machine or a bot or whatever to do this. You have to be alive. I don't think machines can connect to energy, and if they can, we're all in trouble because eventually that'll probably be the thing that wakes them up, and we don't need that or take over. You've seen Terminator, you know how it goes. And if you haven't seen it, give it a watch. All right, welcome back to the tower. Let's get back to normal here. What do I do here? Well, I try to find out your tower moment energy by drawing 2 cards from the deck. Okay, and then that'll be what happens during the tower moment and after, and then the bottom of the deck will be more information. Then we'll clarify. We will do 3, 2, and 3, and we'll look at the bottom of the deck for more information, and that'll be it. All right. Sorry to get started a little bit late, but I just had to get that off my chest. I think the human element is the most more important part of any tarot reading. All right. What do we got going on here today? By the way, all of these messages are timeless, and any star sign gets to play. Okay, so it doesn't matter when you're watching this. It could be 3 years from now, and the only thing that is out there, is AI stuff, and it kind of reminds me of the Twilight Zone a little bit. I'll get onto that anyway. Anyway, the Chariot card is on this side of the tower. Now, this is the energy of being reckless. This is the energy of being pushed. The energy of feel like you're forced to do anything, and you have to do it fast. Forced work, forced movement. You're just, things are moving way, way, way too fast. I don't know why they're moving too fast, but they are. And if this is your energy, well, you need to slow down because you're running into a disaster here. And that leads to the Temperance card. The Temperance card is all about harmony and kind of like, everything is timing and everything's good. So, maybe this tower moment has to happen. Maybe you need to crash and burn so you can get to a better place. I mean, that happens. Curses and bad things sometimes are blessings in disguises. We just don't see it in the moment, but then when we can look back on it, we're like, oh, I'm glad that happened because I don't know where I'd be today if that didn't happen. I know, life sucks that way, but sometimes that happens. Sorry. Gosh. Okay, the Devil and the Fool. Okay, the Devil card and the Fool card It's right here. All right, so that means you are leaving toxic energy and you're starting something completely new. So this could be a situation that things have to burn up and crash and burn and fall apart just to get better. You might be in a situation where there is no escape from, and the only way out is some kind of disaster, which happens. I mean, it happened to me once. All right, let's get to clarification a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, Five of Cups, Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. All right, this is the energy of being... You feel like you're doing something out of regret. You feel like you have to do something. You feel like you owe something to someone. You're not saying what you really think. You feel like, I have to do this because of whatever reason, that you didn't invest enough into something. I feel like in the past you didn't give your 100% energy into a person or a project or a thing, and you said you would, but you didn't. Life happens. We get distracted. We forget. We're human. We make mistakes. But now you're feeling really guilty and regretful that you did it. So you're really trying hard to make up for something. You're really trying hard, and that's why you feel forced that you got to work so hard and you got to do the thing. All right, this is the energy of, oh, I need to make up for this. I need to make it right. I need to do that. I need to. You don't want to, but you feel like you have to. And no, you don't. The devil energy is here. I think you forgot or didn't do or ignored this thing in the past because it really wasn't that big of a deal. And I think the person that is reminding you of it is using it as a, how do I say this? Like oh, well, remember when you forgot when you said you were going to do the thing? Or, oh, you can't be dependable because you forgot this one thing. And they're manipulating you that way. That's very toxic, and you just don't want to be that person. And plus, they might even be telling people that, oh, well, you can't trust them because I needed them once and they weren't there for me. But, this person probably doesn't deserve the effort you're giving them. I'm just saying that. Tower moment. Yeah, endings. Tower moment. Ten of Swords. Ace of Wands, you're going to get the old light bulb moment when this thing happens. You're going to realize that the thing that the energy you think you owe them, you don't. You're going to realize that they are manipulating you. Maybe this video is what tells you that, hey, every time you even think about saying anything else, they'll be like, oh, remember when? They try to guilt trip you. You don't deserve that. You're not perfect. We mess up. It happens. Forgive yourself and move on. It's the past. You can't change it. And even if you do whatever it is you need to do now, it's not a better late than never thing. It's you're doing it because they told you to, and you don't, and it's probably not even important in their life anymore. They're just running you through hoops. They're just seeing how far they can take this. And this tower moment is going to be the energy of I quit, and you're going to understand that they are messing with you. They're not serious about this. They're just guilt tripping you because it's fun. They're a little bit sadistic. They have a sadistic streak in them. They're doing this because they can, and they like seeing you in pain. They like seeing you miserable. It's like, oh, I failed this and that, and they know you're like that, so they pull that out, and they're just like, you're not good enough until you keep your promise or do what you said you were going to do. It might not even be something very big, but they blew it up into something huge, and you're just like, oh no. And you're a good person. That's what good people do. I know, keep your word and all that, but sometimes it's okay to let things go, and this is one of those times. You're being used and abused, manipulated. 8 of Pentacles over the Temperance card. Ace of Cups, only cup on the board besides the 5 up, and another cup. Never mind, I'm an idiot. 8 of Cups. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely the energy of peace, quiet, and finding something to love yourself for, to the ability to go, it's okay that I don't do everything that I say I'm going to do. It's fine. Especially when it was something like this. If somebody has to manipulate you and guilt trip you and do this to you to get you to work, to do the thing, and they enjoy it, and they enjoy, watching you try to pull yourself out of their debt. It's like, ha ha, I got you now. They're the chariot driver and you're the horse. They're whipping you. You don't need that. You can make it up to them in a different way. You can just say, well, I couldn't get that done. Maybe I could do something else. And they're not going to like that. They're going to demand that you do what you said, even if it was a month ago or whatever. This person isn't very good. So you need to walk away and find your peace, walk away from the toxic energy, start something new. There you go. Oh, tarot card making me look dumb. Said it was the only cup on the board, and then like 3 of them show up in a row. Yeah, the 3 of cups. This is the energy of knowing who your friends are. This person here is not your friend. They're not your ally. They're not your buddy. They're not your pal. They're not nothing. If anybody does this to you and they try to guilt trip you into doing something that you said you were going to do, that you maybe said you were going to do, you're like, oh, I might do that. And then they come up to you and go, well, you said you would do that, remember? And it's like, well, you are allowed to change your mind. You are a free human being. You can do that. So I would walk away from this person immediately. I would run. I would cut them off. I would be like, yeah, you do this yourself. I'm out. If you got to act like a whiny little brat to get your way, I don't want nothing to do with that. You're better than that. You deserve better than that. You're a good person, and you probably do a lot for a lot of people. And this person is trying to guilt trip you into doing more that you really weren't interested in to begin with, and it's not you. So get away from the chariot energy. Get the temperance. Find something new you can put your energy into. Start something new. Get away from the toxic energy. I mean, this is as good as reading as you're probably going to get on this channel. And I hate that if this energy resonates with you, that somebody would be doing this to you, but it is what it is, right? I mean, you can see the cards. I'll show them to you in a little bit. They're using the old guilt whip. Like you have to do this because you said you would, and you owe me, and man, you're so bad because you couldn't do it, or you suck because you couldn't do it, or ego trip, ego manipulation, emotional gaslighting, or whatever. They're desperate for you to do something, or they're just doing it out of fun, and they're like, I got you now. I can pull your strings at any time. Cut the strings. Be your own person. Don't fall for this anymore. There's your tarot reading for the day. No AI included. All humanity right here. See? Hands, everything. I got on 5 fingers. Yep, I counted them. We're good. And thumbs if you're going to get technical. I know there's people out there who are like that. It's like, well, the thumb is... I get it. Don't need to do that. Okay. Going to show you the cards now. Here we go. There's the straw that fell over. I got to put that back. I like that straw. It's a cool straw. Anyway, here are the cards. You can look at them if you need a good overview. Devil and the Fool card up there. 3 of Cups. You're going to find out who your friends are and are not. And I will... Yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you. And say no to AI tarot reading, okay? I think all of us can agree to that. Most of us who do tarot readings on YouTube. Be human. Stick to human. Support humanity. That's all I ask. All right. If you'd hit the old subscribe button, speaking of supporting, I'd be appreciative of that too. I'm usually talking to the void at this point, but, got to do what you got to do, right? And yeah, I do try to upload every day, so hit the old bell. And I hope we can hang out again. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.